Hi there, my name's Allie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. I don't always sound like this. I'm getting over a cold. Today I want to talk about some holiday books. Um, I just finished up Anyone But You by Dana Hawkins. Editing me. Almost every single time I called any girl but you, anyone but you. So just remember it's any girl but you, please. Okay. And as well as that was an ebook, so I don't have it, but David Sedaris' Holiday on Ice. Recently finished that one up. David Sedaris is one of my favorite authors. I'm currently reading Santa Cutie by Jenny Alexandra. This was gifted to me by the author and tour company that I work with on my Instagram. So you will see a review of that. And I'd like to do a little wrap up of the holiday books that I've read. And I do want to say Anyone But You is Thanksgiving and Christmas. Santa Cutie is Christmas. Holidays on Ice, Christmas. Pretty sure if I'm remembering. But yeah, a lot of Santa stuff. I have one more book that I forgot to grab. 1 minute. Okay, so like I said, Santa Cutie and the Holiday Honeymoon Switch. This one I have an ebook of, but it's also I prefer reading physical copies, so I got this from the library, so I'll be reading that shortly because it's due soon, but that has been on my TBR for quite a while. And then recently, the one that I actually had to go grab, I bought, was Mistletoe, and I don't want to say it wrong, Meshikas, so I have to look that up after, but I do apologize because I'm sure I'm not saying it correctly. I should probably say what these are all about. Yes, let me go back. Anyone But You was a lesbian romance rom-com that takes place leading up to Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then some of that time frame as well. It was super cute. It was almost 5 stars for me. I really liked it. David Sedaris' Holidays on Ice is a collection of stories. The first review says not remotely politically correct or heartwarming, and I would have to agree. It's David Sedaris in general. And I just started, I'm on chapter 3. Started it earlier today, is Santa Cutie by Jenny Alexandra. This says, the Santa is more of a Scrooge. Melody Whittaker doesn't just love Christmas, she worships it. After fleeing a holiday-hating cult, she's gone all in. Anytime there's a cult, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna read it. Even though it's not like a thriller. She's gone all in. Thousands of twinkle lights, a storage unit of trees, and more sparkle than a Hallmark movie marathon. This year, she signed up to play Mrs. Claus at a local nursing home, eager to spread some holiday cheer until she meets Evan Golding, a brooding, grumpy, Christmas-hating hottie. Maybe it's the mistletoe, but Melody can't stop flirting with this surly Santa. Falling in love with someone who sees your sparkle, even the parts you thought you had to hide, might be the greatest gift of all. But when the nursing home pageant goes ho-ho horribly, Melody is left wondering if her Christmas spirit can really save the season and thaw Evan's frosty heart. And it says Santa Cutie is a spicy Christmas rom-com from the Cherryville series, bursting with laughter, mischief, and heartfelt healing. And it's written by Alex and Jenny. So it's written by 2 people. Oh, Jenny Alexandra. That's cute. That's why when I was corresponding with them on Instagram, they said we. I wasn't sure why they used we, if they meant me and that person, but we. All right, The Holiday Honeymoon Switch, which again, this I got from the library. It's by Julia McKay. That is a pen name. I found out as well, so I'm learning a lot about people. A Holly Beach, let's see, what I'd really like is to be able to read a blurb so I don't take up too much of your time, but not all of them have blurbs. So Holly Beach and Ivy Casey are bury the body besties. They're so in sync they even look alike. So when Holly's fiance jilts her, leaving her in shock with a non-refundable honeymoon, Holly convinces Ivy to switch places. Ivy will go to the Hawaiian honeymoon her best friend can't bear to take alone, while Holly escapes to Ivy's rented Hudson Valley cabin to marathon holiday movies and heal. While Holly is wallowing is interrupted when her rugged Airbnb host turns out to be her high school academic rival who's had a major glow up, meaning Ivy's, now Hawaiian, annual solo art retreat is upended when Holly's ex fiance checks into the honeymoon suite with a new woman. Raging and bedless, the last thing Ivy expects is for the hot hotel bartenders to come to her rescue. Against all odds, this Christmas might prove to be the most magical. So that's kind of cute. I think I've said this before. I do have one like romance, but generally, if I'm gonna read a romance, I want it to be cheesy rom com. So far, those seem to fit the bill. Back to this one. Can these opposites fake date their way into something real? Sheldon Solskin should be having a horrible day. He's been unexpectedly transferred to a new school right before the holidays and invited to his ex-boyfriend's Christmas Eve wedding. But he's still ready to take on the world with a smile on his face and a skip in his step. Theo Berenson just wants to be left alone to perform his custodial duties. But when the chipper new first grade teacher needs to move furniture the Sunday after Thanksgiving, he's forced to put his brawn in action to do something he detests: help. To make matters worse, Theo's parents are coming for Hanukkah in a few weeks, and he's told them he has a boyfriend, except he doesn't. Working together, these opposites discover that they might be able to help each other out and agree to be each other's fake dates. But when all the pretending starts feeling a little too real and both men's past come roaring back to haunt them, will they be able to pull off the ultimate holiday masquerade? So that is the one. So this has a Christmas Eve wedding, Thanksgiving, or after Thanksgiving, and Hanukkah. So that's cute. Next book I have is also, okay, off track a little bit. I love the size of like mass market paperbacks. I don't know what it is. I just like that they're little. So this I got. Sorry, I needed to smell. I love the old book smell. I got this recently. I think it was a friend's the library sale. I got both of these actually. I also got A Lot Like Christmas. So this one probably takes place on Christmas. I know this one does. I started listening to the audiobook, but then I was like, I'm not feeling this as an audiobook. So Santa Cruz by Mary Higgins Clark and Carol Higgins Clark. So mother and daughter team. Elvira Meehan, lottery winner turned amateur sleuth, and private investigator Reagan Riley are guests, along with their spouses, on the Santa Cruz. The cruise is a gift from Commodore Randolph Weed to a select group that has made the world a better place. His largesse is prompted by the desire to create a buzz about his new cruise ship, the Royal Mermaid, as he sets out on her maiden voyage. Elvira, Reagan, and her new husband Jack, head of the NYPD Major Case Squad, are joined as guests on the cruise by a mystery fan convention celebrating a ghost of honor, as well as 10 men who donated time playing Santa Claus, now hoping for a restful postseason. That tranquility vanishes when two Santa suits disappear from a locked room. A storm develops, and an attempt is made on a passenger's life. As the Royal Mermaid sails through troubled waters, Elvira, Reagan, and Jack uncover clues that lead them to dangerous criminals not on the original guest list. This is mainly holiday, and I think I have a couple where it's like snowed in, so like that winter feel, which I should maybe start one of those this today instead also. Because as of today, like in like 3 or 4 hours, it's gonna start snowing. We're only getting 4 to 6 inches, so it's not that much, but it's nice to read a little snowed in situation, and they're thrillers, so it'd be exciting. Anyways, A Lot Like Christmas by Jennifer Snow. This Christmas season, love comes where you least expect it. Small town bakery owner Jessica Connolly is officially done with dating. For the third time in a row, she's making a wedding cake for an ex who met the perfect woman after dating her. Jessica just needs a break from the humiliation. So, of course, that's when the perfect man walks into her life. Well, almost perfect. Dr. Mitch Jameson is emotionally exhausted from his last assignment with Doctors Without Borders. He's come home to Blue Moon Bay to recover with his family for the holidays before heading back to Cambodia. But a simple dessert pickup from the local bakery has him questioning everything. Mitch knows he should stay away from the beautiful and curvy baker. He's leaving soon, and she's been hurt enough by men leaving. So why can't he stop thinking she's sugar and spice and everything nice and exactly what he needs this holiday season? I said usually I'm not a romance person, like without the like comedy portion of cheesiness of it, but I don't know, it was kind of cute. So I did pick that up at the Friendsville library sale. All right, so we've got some more paperbacks here. This really is a mix of winter and holidays. More winter than holidays, actually, I would say. Okay, so we have The Haunting Season, and it's Ghostly Tales for Long Winter Nights. So like I said, this could be a good one to pick up. Collection of stories. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 authors. They're new and original stories that are ghostly tales. And then I have Eileen. This I received for Christmas last year, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. But the Christmas season offers little cheer for Eileen Dunlop, a young woman trapped between her role as her alcoholic father's caretaker in a home whose squalor is the talk of the neighborhood, and her day job as a secretary at the all-boys prison, filled with its own quotidian horrors. Consumed by resentment and self-loathing, Eileen dreams of escaping to the big city. In the meantime, she fills her nights and weekends with shoplifting, stalking a buff prison guard named Randy, and cleaning up her increasingly deranged father's messes. When the bright, beautiful, and cheery Rebecca St. John arrives on the scene as the prison's newest counselor, Eileen is enchanted and proves unable to resist what appears at first to be a miraculously budding friendship. In a Hitchcockian twist, her affection for Rebecca ultimately pulls her into a complicity in a crime that surpasses her wildest imaginations. Played out against the snowy landscape of a coastal New England, young Eileen's story is told from the gimlet-eyed perspective of the now much older narrator. Scrooge for the holidays. I don't remember how I came across this, but okay. Career Mallory doesn't believe in fate, magic, or Christmas miracles. She believes in money, power, and keeping her Ice Queen heart frozen solid. But when a snowstorm lands her in the hidden mountain town of Elysian Pines, 3 nights before Christmas, she meets Malachi, Remuel, and Samuel, 3 men who aren't just handsome, they're something otherworldly. As the things heat up between them and visions of her past, present, and future grow impossible to ignore, Greer finds her Scrooge-like ways beginning to crack. Will her time in Elysian Pines be enough to thaw her cold exterior, or will she let herself stay frozen for good? So, I don't know how that's going to go. It's kind of different than like what I'm used to reading. My favorite holiday. I know a lot of people are reading this one right now. I'm not usually a single dad trope or like hot billionaire person, but I did receive this from Atria, and I still wanted to give it a try because it is holiday stuff, so that gives me a different vibe a lot of the time. It says, wanted hot billionaire to pose as my Christmas boyfriend. Must be willing to make my cheating ex jealous by kissing me under the mistletoe at holiday parties. Bonus if you make him cry. To Fable Calloway's surprise, her billionaire boss, Wilder Blaine, is more than willing to take on the challenge of playing her holiday boyfriend. The sexy single dad desperately needs a +1 for a Christmas Eve wedding, where he's the best man and she's the maid of honor. With her ex also in the wedding party, the two team up as a pair of insta lovebirds for the holiday season. Their partnership includes participating in the annual week-long Christmas competition leading up to the snowy destination wedding. What starts as late nights crafting the best popcorn balls for the contest soon turns into a passionate night together, where the sparks between them are impossible to ignore. But when the holidays end, can their winter wonderland romance turn into something real back at the office? Or are they destined to go the way of the Christmas tree on New Year's Day? I do like a fake dating trope. So, all right, Where He Left Me by Nicole Bart, and I just went to an author event with her and Heather Gudenkoff, who's like one of my favorite authors right now. I know I said that about David Sedaris. You could have more than one favorite author. This is a snowed in one, so I'm like, okay, we could throw that in our holiday pile. Winter pile. In every word, excuse me, in every world, I'd find you. Sadie Sheridan's new husband, Felix, a professor of planetary sciences, has vowed to never leave her. But when Felix doesn't return from a work trip, Sadie is stranded at Hemlock House, the remote mountain homestead where her husband grew up. Doubt creeps into Sadie's heart, then panic. Where is he? Scared and alone in a place that feels haunted, Sadie struggles to make sense of what her missing husband left behind. But when she catches strangers lurking around the property, Hemlock House instantly becomes both a sanctuary and a prison. Navigating threats from outside and in, Sadie is forced to confront shocking secrets that leave her questioning whether she really knows Felix at all. As a powerful storm bears down, she must decide, is she fighting only for her own survival now, or for the man who promised her the stars? Ooh. And we have Conditioned by Amanda Russo. I bought this last year. Again, another one that I've wanted to read, just haven't got to. How long does it take for captivity to feel like home? Tori knew Carl was odd, the meticulous clothes, the creepy smile, the strange coffee orders, but she never imagined how dangerous he truly was until she woke up trapped in an exact replica of the daily grind, her own workplace, methodically recreated by a man she always thought of as harmless, if a little strange. Her job hasn't changed. Serve Carl coffee, day after horrifying day, following his rigid routine. But this time, any mistake could cost her her life. As days pass, she sees other abductees in Carl's carefully crafted world who've already lost the fight, conditioned to accept their captivity without question. Tori isn't going to be like the others, though. She can't let Carl break her, but if she can't escape soon, she risks losing herself to his chilling vision of the perfect life. With each passing moment, escape seems less likely and compliance seems easier, and giving in means losing herself forever. So this doesn't talk about being snowed in. I think I just assumed by the cover. So I guess we'll see. All right, and I've got 3 more. So I've got, I think, all book of the month. Yeah, these are all older book of the month that I haven't gotten to. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I believe I saw this as a mix of rom-com and thriller, maybe, or mystery. Knives Out gets a rom-com twist in this rivals to lovers Christmas romance mystery. The bridge is out, the phones are down, and the most famous mystery writer in the world just disappeared out of a locked room 3 days before Christmas. Meet Maggie Chase and Ethan Wyatt. She's the new queen of the cozy mystery. He's Mr. Big Time Thriller guy. She hates his guts. He thinks her name is Marcy, no matter how many times she's told him otherwise. But when they both accept a cryptic invitation to attend a Christmas house party at the English estate of a reclusive fan, neither is expecting their host to be the most powerful author in the world, Eleanor Ashley, the Duchess of Death herself. That night the weather turns, and the next morning Eleanor is gone. She vanished from a locked room, and Maggie has to wonder, is Eleanor in danger? Or is all of it some kind of test? Is Ethan the competition, or is he the only person in that snowbound mansion she can trust? As the snow gets deeper and the stakes get higher, every clue will bring Maggie and Ethan closer to the truth and each other. Because this Christmas, these two rivals are going to have to become allies, and maybe more, if they have any hope of saving Eleanor, assuming they don't kill each other first. Sounds pretty good to me. Then we have Kingdom of Sweets, which is a retelling of The Nutcracker, I believe. Yeah, it says a novel of The Nutcracker. This gloriously transportive reimagining of The Nutcracker tells the tale of twin sisters divided by envy and magic and set against each other one fateful Christmas Eve. And A Winter in New York is the last one in my pile. There's ebooks that I want to read, but I do not have my Kindle with me, and I record with my phone, so I do apologize. A young chef stumbles upon a secret family recipe that might lead her to the love and life she's been looking for, is the blurb for A Winter in New York. So, like I said, I finished David Sedaris, and I finished Any Girl But You by Dana Hawkins. So those were my 2 Christmassy books that I've read so far in December. I started Any Girl But You in the end of November, so I didn't read 2 books within 6 days. That wouldn't be too bad, but still. And I am also trying to be more intentional with my reading. So I really I don't know, focusing on what I'm reading and trying not to bounce around as much as I usually do. Because a lot of times I'll do an ebook while I'm reading a physical book and an audiobook as well. And I do different genres so they don't mesh together and get confusing, but I feel like that I'm not enjoying each story as much as I could. Still might do an audiobook and a physical book or an ebook. Because audiobooks I do like to listen to when I'm driving or if I'm playing games. mindless games, not ones I have to pay attention to because I want to know what's happening in the story. So we'll see how many I actually get to. I'd love to do a little wrap up of that by the end of the year. I'd really like to get this channel going more. Took me a little while to figure out the best time to record because I have a 2-year-old and I work full time. And even if my husband's watching him, he's a mama's boy, so I can't be off recording that much if he's awake. Then I just got to figure out the best place to record if he's sleeping or that sort of thing. So really hoping I can get on track and share my love for books. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again. Have a happy holidays. I'm sure I'll see you before the end of December.